I think it's the perfect comedy for right now because we're so addicted to our phones. We're so addicted to technology. And no matter what conversation we're having right now, all I want to do is look at my phone. I'll admit it. Let's just admit it. Technology is supposed to bring us all together, but in fact, it's pushed everyone apart. And I feel like people are lonelier now than they've ever been. And I think people are going to relate to this movie. Phil's like kind of a lonely guy, and his phone is one of his best friends. And I think that's true for a lot of people. She's horrible to me, Jexy. I can't drive my car without her knowledge, and she puts me into some precarious situations. And also, she really messes up my love life, or my lack thereof. And she helps me send some very tasteful nudes, as you will see in this movie. It was awesome. Alexandra, Shipp is an incredible actress to work with. Michael Peña, super funny in the movie. Ron Funches is like, anytime he says a word, him saying hello in the morning is comical because he's like, hello. At first you meet him and you're like, oh, he's doing a bit. It's not who he is. But that is Ron. I've known him for years now. That's who he is. Just the funniest guy alive. So it's been fun. On a scale of 1 to 10, how obsessed I am with my phone, I would say a 10. It's bad. Yeah, and Jexy didn't help. Not at all. I think people are going to laugh and kind of forget about all the crap we have to deal with every day. And put your phone on silent.
I think that our culture right now is really addicted to our cell phones, and I think that what's beautiful about this movie is once Phil realizes that he doesn't need to live for his phone but can actually live for the experiences that are around him, he really gets to have that true happiness. Adam's so incredible. I am just blown away. I don't know anyone who can monologue at an inanimate object for an entire movie and make it work. And I think that's a total testament to who he is. It's hard when you're constantly trying not to laugh, but what's also great about our directors, Scott and John, is they'll like come up and be like, okay, what if we tried it like this? And then you're like, yeah, let's roll it. And I think that there was an excitement on set where we were able to play. And I think the content was there, the words were there, and then it was like, all right, so how are we gonna do this? And that's kind of where our whole group like flourished. The audience will really enjoy kind of like laughing at ourselves and seeing Adam struggle with technology and dating in the 21st century.
This movie is about kind of laughing at yourself, which is what we do pretty much all day long. Yeah, and that was the goal.
Yeah, we feel like everybody could relate to the frustration of really loving your phone and being really into it, but feeling like you might use it a little too much. Adam is brilliant in the movie, and I think he's a fantastic actor, both as a comedian and a dramatic actor. Like, he pulls some really nice moments. But I think what he does really well is he feels like your buddy. He feels like somebody you know. He feels like somebody you can just hang out with. And so I love that about him, and I think that's why people connect with him, and hopefully, like, when they watch this movie, they sort of see themselves in him. We hired a lot of really great comedians. Like, everybody, like Byrne does great comedy, and she's really funny in the movie. We got Alexandra, who's sort of done some more dramatic stuff, but she's hilarious. Like, first day, she showed up and was just killing it and like bringing jokes that were great. You know, Wanda Sykes is hilarious. Michael Peña, like, they're all just super fun to work with.
No one not funny in the movie. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about the cast. I'm like, who can I make fun of for not being funny? But they're all really, really funny.
I think if you want to have a really fun time and laugh a lot and laugh at yourself a little bit for how much you love your phone, that's what this movie's all about.
You know, Adam Devine is starring in this thing, and his energy is so great. I just wanted to work with him a little bit, and it was awesome. I've been super lucky to not have a kind of boss that I play this. And I got to be honest, a couple of times we were doing this thing, and I just felt, I was like, am I being too much of like, too
Well, Adam, I mean, is just, I think he comes across as such a nice guy and a sweet guy and a funny guy, and he's exactly like that. He is a pleasure to work with. He is so funny. He's one of those guys who really has come up through the world of comedy. You know, he's not an actor who wants to do comedy. He's a comedian who also acts. So he was just, we were so happy to get him for the part. We're all obsessed with our phones, right? Myself included. And unfortunately, I think too many of us have gotten to that point where we live an Instagram life. We post pictures. Everybody's life seems amazing and fabulous and incredible. But for a lot of people, like our lead character Phil, and frankly myself, and a lot of other people, there are things that happen in your life that aren't as great as they look on Instagram. And the amazing thing about Jexy, so expertly played by Byrne, is she really does want to help him improve his life. She wants him to eat better and make real friends and get a better job. And don't we all wish we had a phone like that? Jexy, like a lot of girls, has a jealous side, and so much as she wants him to get a real girlfriend and pretending that he goes on dates, once he does and he gets, very interested in someone else, she gets a little jealous of his time.